we come to our final quickfire round called Scenes We'd Like to See. This is for everyone, so if you can make your way to the performance area, please. I caught ideas for scenarios we'd love to see, and the performers come in with their suggestions. OK, here we go. The first subject is bad things to hear from a tour guide.
And if you look out the window on your left, you'll see the side of the road that we should be driving on. We're now leaving the green zone. Pop on your flak jackets. This is the real Baghdad.
Unlikely things to hear on a breakfast show.
In other traffic news, if you're on the M11 headed towards Middlesbrough, I would turn around because it's a shithole.
Unlikely things to read in a Valentine's Day card.
Happy Valentine's Day on this 24th of February. Love, Royal Mail. To my darling wife, roses are red, violets are blue. Valentine's Day is consumerist bullshit. Now, haven't you got some ironing to do? Life with me, baby, is like a roller coaster. It's got a weight restriction.
Unlikely things to hear in a science programme.
Hello, I'm Dr. Gillian McKeith, and today I'll be sifting through your poop. Why? Because I was never hugged as a child. Tonight we'll be discussing molecular science. Our guests are Sir Patrick Moore, Robert Winston, and Dappy off of N-Dubs.
Unlikely lines to read in the Bible.
And Mary and Joseph were turned away from the inn, for there was no room. But then a wise man came along, whose name was Lenny of Henry, and there was plenty of room at his inn, for it was a premier inn. About the author, this is God's first book. He has one son, and he's a little bit touchy about gays.
OK, the next topic is things you won't hear your sat-nav say.
At the next set of traffic lights, a cyclist is going to pull up next to you and give you a really dirty look like he's better than you. When the light turns green, let's see how good his balance is. Next in a party, you drink and I'll drive.
Unlikely things to hear in a quiz show.
Ooh, this one has really stumped Steve from the Eggheads. The question was, what is it like to have sex with a woman?
60 quid for half a gram of coke. Deal or no deal?
Deal.
Lines you wouldn't hear in an action movie.
First, Mr. Bond, I plan to aim the giant laser at the world. And then, oh, fuck, this cat shot me again. Luke, I am your father.
Really? You're black.
I am Maximus Decimus Meridius, commander of the legions of the North, father to a murdered son, husband to a murdered wife, and I will have my vengeance in this life or the next. Gladiator! Ready!
Lines you wouldn't hear in a TV detective show.
He were a policeman that got hit by a car and thought that he'd woken up in 1970. He were wrong. It were present day. This is CSI Hull.
Unlikely things to hear from a sports commentator.
Unfortunately, the Man United team have turned up with the wrong kit, so today they're going to have to play in their pants. You join me for the men's discus final.
Women's? That's not a woman.
Unlikely questions from this year's exams.
The Bronte sisters. Shag, marry, push off a cliff. Poetry. Is it all a bit gay? Drama. Question 1. What was it that first made you want to become a waiter?
Unlikely things to read on a motorway sign.
You are now 200 metres beyond the junction that your piece of shit sat-nav is telling you you're approaching now. The North, where the men are real men, and so are quite a lot of the women.
Okay, at the end of that round, the points go to Frankie, Hugh and Jack.